Well, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great start to your day. My name is Jeff Street. I teach people how to make money from home online. And today I want to talk to you about a symptom of failure. I want to talk to you about something that really holds so many people back. We've been reading this book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and going through the book chapter by chapter, actually on Clubhouse, 3 times a week. And today will be the last day that we go through chapter 9, which is the chapter of persistence. And this is one of my favorite chapters in the entire book, talking about persistence, the sustained effort necessary to induce faith. And, one of the things, good morning, Geraldo. One of the things that the book tells you to do, which is so important, is to reflect, to take that time for self-reflection, to, go through some of the things listed in the books and actually, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Mark, Lori, good morning, guys. And it talks about in the book, in the chapter, talks about the symptoms of lack of persistence. And there's so many different symptoms, that we got to all go get over to be able to go out and achieve. It talks about some symptoms like procrastination. Man, procrastination, that's a big one. They say that procrastination is the greatest assassin of opportunity. It talks about things like blaming others, weakness of desire, wishing instead of willing. So there's so many different symptoms that you can diagnose yourself on your lack of persistence. But the number one symptom, the biggest symptom, actually it was listed as number 16, but they say it's the biggest symptom for the lack of persistence. It's actually a fear. And what do you think that fear is? What do you think the biggest fear, that people have that stops them in life? What do you think that fear is? Is it the fear of missing out? Is it the fear of failure? Is it the fear of regret? Is it the fear of heights? Is it the fear of snakes? What's the biggest fear that stops people? Good morning, AB. Good morning, Grandma. What's the biggest fear that stops people from achieving what it was that they were meant to achieve? Good morning, John and Kathy. Really great to have you guys on this live right now. So what's that biggest fear that people have? Let me tell you what the fear is. Have you ever heard of OPO? See, here's what OPO stands for. It stands for other people's opinion. See, it's the fear of criticism. And let me read this. The fear of criticism, failure to create plans and put them into action because of what people will think, do, or say. This enemy belongs at the head of the list because it generally exists in the subconscious mind without being recognized. The majority of people, it says, let us examine some of the symptoms of the fear of criticism. Let's see, do you suffer from these symptoms? The majority of people permit relatives, friends, and the public at large to so influence them that they cannot live their own life because of the fear of criticism, the fear of what other people will think, the fear of what other people will say. Too many people refuse to set high goals for themselves or even neglect selecting a career because they fear the criticism of relatives and friends who may say, don't aim so high. People will think you're crazy. Have people told you that you're crazy? If people tell you you're crazy, good. That means that you're going out and doing something. They say crazy people make crazy money. But it's that fear of what other people think that stops people. And so many times, people can be like crabs in a bucket. What does that mean? It means people are comfortable where they are. And when they see somebody else trying to go out and do something different for themselves, sometimes that, fear of missing out, sometimes somebody else's, fear to take action, when they see somebody else trying to do something, it creates things like jealousy, envy. And people are like, man, don't get out of the nest. They say that, people are like crabs in a bucket. When one crab tries to get out of the bucket, the other crabs, pull them back down. How many of us have ever heard misery loves what? Company, right? See, when you buy people's opinion, you buy their lifestyle. How many times has a great idea never happened because somebody that was probably more messed up than you said it wasn't going to go out and work, and you listened to their opinion? See, when you listen to the wrong voices, you make the wrong choices. When you listen to the wrong voices, you make the wrong choices. Criticism is the biggest fear for so many people. You know, and again, it's the fear of criticism for so many people is higher than their lack of, is higher than somebody's desire to succeed. So you got to go out and have a desire of success that's so big that it's bigger than somebody else's opinion. See, one of the things I did in the beginning, people were like, oh, you're crazy. You're selling your cell phone business. You're doing what? You're doing one of those things. You know, for me, you know, one of the things that fired me up was making an I told you so list. And what was that? Those are the list of people that when I made it happen, you know, and I never actually did anything with that list after I started to become successful in this industry. But let me tell you, sometimes just, you know, writing somebody's name down on the list, that gave me a lot of power, that's for sure. See, most people that criticize don't have the courage to chase their own dreams and chase their own passion. So you can't go out and get worried about OPO, other people's opinion. You just got to go out and have a desire to succeed that's bigger than somebody else's opinion. Dina, I love what you just said. I have a desire. And that's got to be the comment of the day. You know, comment, I have a desire. See, desire, it's the turning point of all achievement. You know, and again, that's the biggest symptom of the lack of persistence is the fear of what somebody else thinks, the fear of what somebody else has to say. You know, we're people pleasers by nature. We want to go out and please other people. Well, the biggest way to please another person is to go out and please yourself. Because when you please yourself, you become happy. And when you become happy, what type of impact can you make on the world? How many of us go out and achieve more when we're feeling good? Achieve more when we're happy? And again, it's so easy for other people to put us down. But when you can go out and persist and go and have success in spite of that, man, you start becoming somebody that can really make an impact, really make a difference for so many people. So drop a comment that says, I have a desire. Have a fire for that desire, everybody. Hit the share button if you think somebody else can get something out of today's message. If you're on Clubhouse, by the way, join us today, 12 o'clock East Coast time, as we go through chapter 9 of Napoleon Hill's classic book, Think and Grow Rich, and we go through the chapter of persistence. And if you're on an iPhone and you don't have Clubhouse yet, you can DM me. I got a few invites. Anybody that wants to left and anybody that wants to participate and be part of our room today would love to go out and, you know, give you an invite. It's an awesome app, being able to create some great connections, some great community from it. So drop a comment that says, I have a desire. And John Barnes, let me tell you, brother, you know, right now you're firing me up, man. You being on this video, you are persistence. You're not letting anything stop you. You're not letting, you know, situations and symptoms that would stop 99.9999% of the world even be on this video. Man, you are firing me up today, buddy. So I'm praying for you, man. Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your strength. Guys, I have a desire. Drop that comment and we'll see everybody tomorrow morning. Actually, no, tomorrow's Saturday. We'll still see you tomorrow. But Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. East Coast time. And Saturday, we'll drop through sometime randomly, hit the live button and give you a message of the day. So, you know, Billy 40, I know you got the desire. I know those 4 no-shows last night. I know they irritated you, but I know they just made you stronger. Write those 4 in the I told you so list and invite them again. So guys, have an incredible rest of your day. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you so much for tuning in.